Hey guys, hello. Today is Thursday, August 2nd, 2012. I'm sitting out here by the pool at the hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. Workout clothes on, workout face on. And today we are ready to go take care of business. I want to cover a couple of things today. This is a part of our a video a day up until we get to San Diego. And last night, guys, we had a phenomenal training. You know, we talked about a lot of the things that we need to do to hold each other accountable to accomplish our goals. And one of my accountability promises to the team is to shoot this video a day like my leader and mentor Tracy Walker is doing, as well as along with some of the other leaders on our team. So I want to cover some things on today and do a couple of just a couple of recaps. But last night we held our training on having an accountability partner. And I must say, you know, it just reconfirmed everything that we're doing and why we're doing what we're doing. We realized that we're here to be a support system for you to live your dreams. I know that sounds pretty cliche, and we hear that the word dreams a lot and visions and all these things a lot, but sometimes we don't quite understand all the pieces of the puzzle that are essential to getting us to where we want to be. And what we've created here within the Dream Team AIG family is that level of support that removes any level of boundaries, excuses, lack of skills, anything that you might feel you're lacking, guys. The team and the culture that we've established has been able to create that support system. And we're going even further beyond what we've created, and we're actually holding all of you responsible for getting an accountability partner to work with one-on-one. Having an accountability partner, guys, goes beyond just, you know, having somebody to talk to. It is actually someone that you share your goals with, and they get in front of you every single day and say, what have you done today to get you closer to your goals? A lot of us feel like life happens, and you know, there's certain things that pull us away and we get distracted, and sometimes we wonder if we'll ever be able to really accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. But we don't realize that if we only held ourselves accountable, we would always fail, because it's easy for us to get lazy or get discouraged or get bitter about something that disappointed you and easily say, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But if you have somebody to hold you accountable, it's like going to the gym every single day knowing that you have a fitness trainer there waiting on you, because they're expecting your arrival. No matter how tired you are, how much traffic there is, you know, what you forgot to do before you knew you had this appointment, you're still going to make sure that you get to the gym. So having an accountability partner is critical. So here's what you need to do. On both the Dream Team and the AIG site, we have a running list of an accountability partner, so people can promote who their accountability partners are. But also, if you don't have one, you want to put your name out there so you can partner with someone. You also want to watch the replay from last night's training. We're going to have it up in the back office of the AIG training center so that you can be able to go and watch the replay. And you can also, we're going to give you guys the link. You can take this link, and this is a great way to share with people so that they can see what AIG and Empower Network has done and what it's all about within our team, and some of the things that we're actually creating as a team so that we can help people succeed. So this is a great prospecting tool as well. So feel free, you know, we'll put the link up. Feel free to take it. We'll also give you the embed code if you need it, so you can put it on your blog or your website or whatever. And I recommend, if you put it on your blogs, put a join now link right up underneath it, okay? And that way, if people are watching the video from last night and they're ready to partner up with you, they can just click that join button and actually join your team. We also last night gave several different scripts. We talked about calling one another's leads, and we gave a focal point of the game plan of what you should be doing on a daily basis. I don't want to reiterate what we talked about on last night's training, but I will say, guys, you know, Shalonda gave an amazing game plan. She gave the blueprint on Monday's call, where she said you want to blog daily, you want to market daily, you want to listen to 15 minutes of personal development a day, and you want to watch some form of training, Inner Circle, 15K, Costa Rica Mastermind. One of the trainings that you've actually gotten from you've purchased through the Empower Network program. And the addition to that is going out there and sharing this and getting 2 new teammates per day. Guys, if you do this, you'll be closer to your 1K a day. But as we discussed last night, it's about being proactive and productive. A lot of times, you know, we get sucked up into the Facebook page and we get excited of other people's excitement, but we're not being proactive and productive with our time so that we can have a story to share or a new member to introduce or something like that. So my point is, don't find yourself kind of just hanging out on the internet and not being productive and actually conquering your to-do list for the day based on the game plan, but actually take the time out to knock out your income producing activities first, and then you can come hang out in the group and, you know, go and socialize with people and comment on other people's posts. So let's just make sure we stay focused, because a lot of times we feel like we don't have enough time, but the reality is, guys, we often waste time. Okay, second thing that I want to cover for today is that you are amazing. You know, last night we had something happen that has probably never happened in most teams before, ever before, where we got a newbie's newbie to come and actually host a training. And that may seem a little weird, and people might be thinking, well, why would you let somebody who hasn't made a lot of money host a training? Well, listen, you know, success is not about accomplishment per se all the time. You're going to accomplish some great things, and that is a part of the equation, but success is a mindset. It's getting yourself prepared mentally for where you want to be physically. And we had the opportunity last night to put someone out there on the forefront who has never done this, never been in this industry before. You know, she's tried network marketing, but she said every time she joined a company, she realized it wasn't a good fit for her. Not that she couldn't work the business, it was not a good fit for her. But then she actually got connected to the AIG training, and she realized that this was a perfect fit. And she came to me in our first strategy session with a blueprint for her own personal success. She had all the goals she wanted to accomplish, the kind of money she wanted to make, the amount of people that she wanted to impact. This girl had the mindset of a millionaire, the mindset of an extremely successful person. And so we acknowledged this gift that she has. We realized that she's serious. You know, she's sacrificed a lot to get herself to be able to purchase the programs with Empower Network, but never do you hear excuses. Never do you hear but, or never do you hear any question about what she's doing. You hear certainty. You hear confidence. You hear commitment and expectation. She's cheering the troops on in the team, and she just carries all the qualities of a leader. And so we said, you know, this is someone that we would love to be able to introduce to the team and give her an opportunity to actually present. And she killed it last night. She presented such an amazing overview of what her and her accountability partner has done, and they actually created this themselves to make sure that they are truly doing what successful people do to get to that level. Why am I sharing this with you? Because many of you are talented. You have such great gifts. You have so much information to share. You're very knowledgeable about certain things. You see things that can possibly improve and enhance what we have going on, but because you don't have the experience or the success yet, you feel like you're disqualified. And I say all the time, God does not call the qualified, He qualifies your call. Okay? It's like going somewhere. Let's just say you go to the military, and you might think that you're not in shape, and oh, well, I need to get in shape first before I join the military. Well, the reality is that's why they have boot camp, because they're going to wake you up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. They're going to get your body in shape to begin to run 10, 13, 15 miles. You know, they'll get you equipped to the point where you are ready for war. But that's why you have the boot camp. That's why you go ahead and you enlist and you make the commitment to be in. Once you get in, then they're going to equip you so that you can get on the front line to win. And that's how it is with our team. If you have success, if you have gifts, if you have talents, if there are certain things that you see that can be enhanced, don't second guess yourself. Bring them to the table, because all of us we have to start somewhere. But the beautiful thing about being in a position of sharing it with others is just like tutoring. You learn so much more about yourself when you begin to give and share with others than when you try to harbor everything and try to figure things out on your own. That's not what entrepreneurship is about. Many of us think, oh, it's about me doing everything myself all the time, but that's not how it works. Entrepreneurship is about getting with a community of visionaries, and you guys work together to make that vision happen. And that's what we're doing here as home-based business entrepreneurs. So that is my encouragement speech for today. I want you guys to stick to the 5-step blueprint. Blog daily, market daily, 15 minutes of personal development, listen to a training today, and get your 2 today. And also share these videos with your team. Make sure that everybody's plugged into the AIG Training Center, And I'm so excited about all of you guys. I will be beautified because tonight in the Atlanta area, Tracy and I are hosting a training, and we're really looking forward to it. So if you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you come out. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. Love you guys. Get out there. Be productive today. Stop hanging out on places where you're not getting your income producing activities done. And I'm going to say bye. All right, guys. Bye-bye.